Each time you go out with your children and your house help, that your house girl you brought from the village, people can easily tell the difference between your children and that house girl. That house girl is maybe 15 or 12 years. Your own daughter is maybe 6 or 7 years, but you will take that your daughter to the salon, do very fine hair for that your daughter, but that your house girl that is 13, 14, you baba her bolo, you baba her low cut, and in that low cut you will see lapa lapa all over her head, and you see yourself as a good woman, you see yourself as a good mother. Don't forget that that daughter, that child you are maltreating, is also the daughter of another woman. The way you went through labor to have those your own biological children, that was also how her mother went through labor to have her. The reason why she is staying with you is probably because maybe the parents are not financially capable to take care of them. That is why she's staying with you. It doesn't mean she's not also somebody's daughter. So you claim you don't maltreat her, but people can easily see that this one is your daughter and this one is a house help. The moment people can notice the difference, it means you are maltreating her. It's as simple as that. Some of you will argue, is she not a house help? Your house help is equally your daughter because she's also a human being. Your daughter is not until you give birth to her from your own pekus. No. She's equally your daughter because you are the one training her. Maybe most of her adolescent life she's going to spend it with you. So basically, the way you train her is how she's going to grow up with. That's what she's going to be. So which means you are equally her mother. Yes, you are also her mother. So for you to begin to treat her differently, you buy good cream you're using with your children, you buy her Vaseline. You take your daughter to the salon, they make very fine hair for her, you tell her to give her 200 gram Baba Molo. And she's much older than your daughter. You go to the market, you buy very expensive, sexy boutique wears, trousers and shirts for daughter, you go and buy her Maxi Many Amaka gowns from Okreka, 100 naira. You buy your children good shoes, you buy her rubber shoe. And she's actually 13 or 14. And your daughter is still maybe 8 or 7. Then the older girl that is almost becoming a woman, you should be paying more attention to giving more better treatment. Rather, you're giving a better treatment to a child that is still 7 years, while the more matured person treating her like a slave. And you think God is not watching you. Let me remind you that your daughter you're pampering today, you don't know how and when she's going to grow because you don't know what will even happen to you tomorrow. A lot of people, if they are told today that their own children will be at the mercy and care of another woman, they will not believe it. But circumstances made it to be possible. In life, we are not praying for bad things to happen, but bad things is part of our existence. You can be doing well today, I'm doing well, tomorrow you are no longer doing well. Things are falling apart. You now realize that you now have to send out your own children to stay with other people. When that happens, that your child you're pampering, she now goes to live with another one. Another one now begins to maltreat her the way you maltreated the house girl that lived with you when you were well off. How would you feel? Or in the worst case scenario, death came calling. And then those your children now, they are the mercy, complete mercy of another woman. Those your children you're pampering, and then you're maltreating the house help. Eventually, death came calling, and now they are the mercy of. I know, person of you, God forbid, that is true. But things does happen. Me talking to you today now, if you hear tomorrow, oh, see Benzema is gone, oh, that surprise you. If that will surprise you, that means you are a fool. You don't understand this life we are living is a temporal place. If that will surprise you. I'm above 30, I'm above 40. So we've seen people that are buying at the age of 12, some buy at the age of 15, some even 5 years, some even babies that are just born, they'll buy and go. So if a man that is above 40, they tell you, hey, buy you know, wake up again, why should I surprise anybody? Shouldn't. It's part of life. So when you go to churches, people are praying, I'll live to see my great-great-grandchildren. Those are mere wishes. So reality will still come upon us sooner or later. The reality is how many people are getting to that 100 years now. You will say, it's not my portion. Whose portion is it? You think God loves you more than that person that is already dead? You think so? You think God loves you more than that person? All of us have a date. It's dates, whether we like it or not, sooner or later. And the funny thing about the whole thing is we don't even know time frame is given to us. So it could be where you're brushing your teeth in the morning, it could be where you're gisting with somebody, it could be where you're sleeping, it could be where you're eating, it could be where you're doing anything, it will just happen, and that is that. So therefore, which legacies are you leaving behind for those your children you're pampering today? It's good to pamper your kids, though, but I'm saying if you're pampering your children, give good the same measure to the house help staying with you. That's what I'm saying. Give equal measure. If you're buying clothes for children, buy the same standard of clothes for the housemaid. If you're giving food to your children, give the same standard of food to your children, to the house help. If you're buying cream for your children, buy the same kind of cream for your house help. Treat them equal. Treat them equal. That's what I'm saying. Show them equal love because they are all children at the end of the day. The way you love your own daughter, that is the way the mother of that child loves that child too. She gave that child to stay with you simply because either she's financially handicapped or she's even physically handicapped to take care of the children. So she has to distribute some of them for economic reasons. If not, she wouldn't have allowed her child to stay with anybody. Every mother loves her child. So that love you're showing to your children, still show it to that house help. Not when your house help dress up to go out. People will genuinely and immediately see the difference between that your house help and your own biological children, and you say you're doing well as a mother. Be warned, because your own children, you don't know where they will grow. You don't know when they will end up, and you don't know who will train them. This is C. Benzema. Follow us on Facebook, Best End Comedy, on YouTube, Best End TV.